Good morning. We're back to Saturday morning. Had a couple of runs this week. This is my third one. I've been doing that last few weeks. I've been mixing up between sort of 3 and 4 runs a week. I guess we are into the taper mode now. 3 weeks to go before Endure 24. Starting to get real. Just out on the trails. We're going to be doing a bit of a mixture of trail running and road running today. We're heading out over to New Biggin by the Sea, I reckon. Go and have a look. Go and have a look at the beach. Like last week, keeping it slow, keeping it steady. Doing lots of walking when I need to. I'm out a little bit later in the day today as well. It's a nice hot sunny day today. So I figure rather than shying away from the heat, let's get out in it and do a run. It's absolutely beautiful out here. Before I crack on actually, there's something I want to mention quickly. So I've created a little group. In the comment section, which I love, we get lots of positive feedback. It's all great and I absolutely love it, and I enjoy replying to your messages. I enjoy all of that. One thing I have noticed, however, is it's, you know, I know this is the Freddie Runs channel, but we've created our little community, and I thought actually let's start spreading out love around a little bit more and directed at each other. So I created a group on Strava. Links down in the description. If you join that group, we can see what we're all up to. We can follow each other. We can, you know, give each other kudos and whatever else. Offer each other some support. Now in the group it does have a, what do you call it? In the group it does have a leaderboard each week. The leaderboard's broken down into who's run the furthest, who spent the most time, and I think there's another one which I forget what it is. But I don't want the leaderboard to be what it's about. It's in there as default. But what I really want it to be about is like use it as a support group for each other. So don't worry if you're sitting low down in that, low down the leaderboard. I know I am at the moment, but that doesn't matter. I really like to use that as a way to support each other. Like I say, pick each other up. So if you do feel like you want to get involved in that, please do. So of course it's entirely free. It's just using Strava. So get yourself a Strava account if you don't have one and jump on. It'd be good fun. Morning. I keep running too fast today. I keep speeding up without wanting to. I have to really concentrate on going slow. Yay, running on sand is fun. Alright, walk the hills. Still being good. Still walking the hills, especially on days like today. So nice. I know I probably mentioned the weather a lot. That's for 2 reasons, I think. 1, I'm British and that's what we do. And 2, I live in Northumberland, so we've got to embrace it when we've got it. Thank you, mate. Cheers. Love it here. Absolutely love it here. As far as the northeast goes, New Biggin by the sea, down here at the beach. It's up there as one of my favourites. Always loved it. And there we are. There is New Biggin by the sea. Right, so I'm now going to head around the corner, down to the co-op, where I'm going to top up my water, and then I'm going to find I don't know how we're going to go from here. I kind of like genuinely don't know where I'm going to go from here. We're just over 8 kilometers in. I don't know where to go. I'm just going to keep running, I guess. But which way? In fact, we're going to go around the coast a little bit more, and then we'll come back into New Biggin and then head down to the co-op. My bottles are both half full, so I've got plenty left. Right, we're at New Biggin Golf Course. Let's see if we can't get killed by a ball. These dunes are tough going. Oh yeah, walk. See, I got carried away, I'm running up them. I think we're going up this way. Oh, can barely walk up this one. Right, where do we go from here? Well, back there I said I'm at the far side of the golf course, but I kept coming. I think I'm right near the far side of the golf course now. I must be, yeah. I kind of lost the footpath though. We're just over 11 kilometers in, so I need to start thinking about a route home, because I wasn't planning on going too far today. I thought 20-25 kilometers would be about a good one today. I think I'm on a fairway. Where's the footpath? Huh, is that it there? Don't want to be running on the fairway. It's like the footpath's disappeared. So I've been having to think about my plan for Endure 24 and how I'm going to approach it in terms of pacing and, you know, nutrition and all that. I'm going to try and do another video this week showing my nutrition and what my plan is. I have been testing different foods out whilst I've been running, hence the sausage roll last week. I think I mentioned in the comments on my last video that I don't do great with gels. I do use them, but I don't do great with them. Once I've had enough, then my stomach starts playing havoc. So I want to use as much real food as I can. What do I mean by real food? Normal food. Things that I would eat anyway. But we'll go into that in another video, like I say. And I'll show you what I'm taking and what the plan is for that. I think the most important one for me will be my pacing. The running to walking ratio. Now the run starts at midday, and we're 3 weeks out, and we're already getting these nice hot temperatures now. So in my head, the plan has to be that the run will be in hot temperatures. If it cools down a bit that weekend, fantastic, but we've got to plan as if it's not. Now it doesn't actually start until midday. It runs midday to midday. So it's already going to be warm when we start. So I think it's vital that I start slow. And maybe the first few hours is where I spend my time doing most of my walking. Getting that hottest part of the day out of the way. Using the night time and the darker hours, the cooler hours to start putting the mileage in with the jogging. I do think that's probably the best way for me to approach it. I think I'll probably jog the first lap, just so I can experience the lap, find where the hills are, where to walk, where not to. God, I know I'm going to have a lot of opportunity to do that on every lap, but I'd like to jog the first lap and then take it some walking in and get those hottest part of the day out of the way. You tell me if you think that's a good plan or not. That kind of makes sense to me. What are we on now? We are on 18 kilometers. Right, left or right here, left or right. Left a little bit further, right is a bit more hilly. A bit more hilly, is that even good English? Right is a bit hillier. It's a nice word. It sounds like a nice word. It's an evil word, but it sounds nice. Hillier. Oh, actually, I'm complaining about being warm. I should put my hat on, shouldn't I? My hat is packed. Great little hat, this. From Hoka. I like it because the peak is bendable. Bendable is another word. Right, which way do we want to go? Let's go this way because we came in that way across that bridge. It's not a bridge. What do you call that? It's not a bridge. Is it a dam? It's like a little dam, a weir. Too big for a weir? I don't know. Something to look up later. Actually, this is probably a good way to go as well because this track that I'm on right now, from what I've seen on video of Endure 24 in Leeds, this looks kind of like the tracks that they use. For me, this isn't a great surface. I find that this surface actually hurts my feet, so that's something else to look forward to. This is where I wish I had my paddleboard out now because I would be in there. It looks absolutely lovely. You can see that? If I stand this way, you can probably see it. I just had a weird experience. Coming along this track, I was running sort of down a little slopey bit. It was going around a long stretch and there's quite high hedges on the side. And there was a family walking the other way. And the dad was at the back and shouts to his kids, "Watch out, there's a guy on a bike." Obviously they couldn't see me, they could just see my head, probably bobbing up and down. And as I got to them, they were like, "Oh, we thought you were on a bike, you're not. It must have been the spare tyres." I get it, he was being funny and it was a funny moment, but they're the comments that you think, why did you say it? He was out of shape himself, he was overweight and all that, so if anything, he was just making fun of himself in my eyes. But yeah, I found that an odd thing to say to me. I laughed it off and kept going. He's with his kids, there's no point me, and he wasn't being horrible, he was genuinely trying to have a laugh with me. But it must have been the spare tyres. That's not a great thing to say to somebody when they're out running. Do better. Do better. And they wonder why people get, conscious about the way they look when they're out running. You've got idiots like that, saying stupid comments like that. It's one of them things that if I keep thinking about it, I'm gonna want to go back there and say something. But like I say, the guy was with his kids and his family. And it was a throwaway comment, just trying to be funny. This is the last hill before we get home. Up this hill, then we're about, I don't know, half a mile or something from the house. Today's been a good run actually. Been a slow one, which is perfect. I mean, we're at 21 kilometers now in 3 hours and 9 minutes. So that's good though. That means I've done what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm feeling good. Now this one's a little different as well because I talked about nutrition, and last week I did what I did and ate what I ate. Today's been fasted. I'm actually feeling okay, considering. Yeah, I mean, 21 kilometers without eating. That's a record for me. I really just wanted to experience it, to see what it was like. I've got food on me, but I just wanted to see what it would be like doing that distance. And actually, a little better than I expected. Could I do with the food? Yeah, I could. And I could have stopped at any point and took some food out of my jacket bag, vest. But I didn't want to. I just thought, let's see how we get on. If I start getting to the point where I feel like I've hit a wall, then I'll stop and, address it. But been all right. Again, doing these tests now while I can. I don't foresee that I'll be in a situation where I won't be able to get any nutrition when I'm at Endure 24. But I need to know that I can run without it should something really bizarre happen. So I'm going to stick all my stats on the screen. You can see what this run has been. Same crack as last week. Going to get home, cut the grass, get sorted, enjoy the afternoon with the family. So I hope your training's going well. Take care. I'll see you soon. Thank you, mate.